2025, it's your year. It's our year. It is your year. It is my year. It's our year. So don't forget that God still works. And he will work tremendous things, amazing things, miraculous things in your life. Believe it and accept it. And allow all this to take its course in your life. And you shall become successful. A blessed evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're watching. Peace unto you and everybody. Greetings to you wherever you're watching me live. I am pleased to have you watch this very video. Wherever you're watching me across the global world. Greetings to you once again. We are in the month of January 2025. And indeed, I believe that God has a purpose for you. And the reasons why you are still alive. I came your way to tell you something. Sometimes, as humans, you must understand this fact and get it once and for all. Being it that this world is mixed up with falsehood and truth, negative and positive. But whatever that happens on our way, we must try as human and accept it in good faith, either positive or negative. We must try as humans and accept it in good faith. When negativity pound on us, accept it and decide it. I can assure you that it has been ordained in your jurisdiction to handle whatever that happens on your way. It has been ordained in your jury to handle whatever that happens on your way. When you read the Bible carefully, there was a man in scripture named Jabez, whose name was a very bad omen. The name carries an energy of negativity. So most of times, it is the energy that follows this very name that tends to fight this man called Jabez. But you see, because it is ordained in every man's jury to cause a change to whatever situation that you find yourself in, this man called Jabez was able to cause change to his name, and whatever that he was going through in the latter round, he became successful. So I am here to tell you that exercise restraint. You have the power to change the situation you are going through. Whatever that has before you, you can cause a change to it. One thing that I would love to tell you is that this year, give the law of silence the chance to operate in your life. Give time the chance to operate in your life. I have seen countless of men who failed woefully, who reacted beyond their limit. They actually went on extreme level to react based on certain unfavorable conditions that they encounter on the way. I don't know what exactly that you're going through. But this year, the only advice that I have for you is that whatever that you hear, any information that you hear, anything that you see with your eyes, just give time and silence that opportunity to operate in your life. Don't talk too much and don't explain yourself too much. Because in this world, whenever there is a need for you to settle down with something, whenever there is a need for you to explain something, whenever there is a need for you to resolve an ongoing litigation, be rest assured that these very people that you have in mind to explain yourself to, over 80% of these people have already taken their stance. And there is no amount of truth that you serve these people with that will cause a change within their human thinking to believe whatever that you're saying. So I've gotten to realize that I only speak when there is a need for it. If there is no need for it, I keep my mouth mute and become silent over issues. And I give time the chance to operate or to take its course in my life. Why? Because time, they say, is a major weapon. Time, they say, is a capricious one. Nobody on earth had ever defeated time. Always it is time that wins. So by combining these two forces, time and then the spirit of silence, be rest assured that you become the most powerful entity on earth. Silence is a powerful weapon, more than a grenade, more than an atomic bomb, more than an AK-47. The spirit of silence. When you make the law of silence paramount in your life, when you make it an obligatory to keep your mouth mute and become silent over issues and watch how the Spirit of God will deal with your enemies, you'll be amazed. You'll be shocked to see the outcome. You'll be shocked to see the end of certain people who will actually wishing you downfall. Over these years, I've had so many encounters, both the good and the bad. But the reason why I am still fit, I am still strong, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, it's because I don't own anybody's explanation. I only talk when there is a need for it. I don't talk anyhow. I have decided to become silent over issues and allow time and the law of silence to take its course. Whatever situation or conditions that you find yourself in, give time a chance to operate. Give it a time to see the outcome of it. Though in the early beginnings of whatever you encounter, it seems painful. But as time continues, you see that all the negative energy that you have accumulated, it will be gradually being expelled out. And you set yourself loose and become free. Maybe you are hurt in the heart. When you are hurt in the heart, give time and silence that opportunity. And these two powerful forces will actually heal you out. Many people died. Many people find themselves in prisons, jail. Many people have disgraced themselves because they encountered a major confrontations to which they couldn't devise up a strategy, a better way to approach and handle the situation. They acted based on their anger. They acted based on hearsay. And in the later on, whatever pronouncement or decree that they made has in turn come back to harm them. And be rest assured that in this world, you shall be picked by your words. People can decide to chastise you. People can decide to ridicule you, to say things to jeopardize you. All these things, if you are going through any of these challenges, give time a course. Give the law of silence, keep your mouth mute, and give time the chance to operate in your life. And you see the better outcome of it. When you keep on explaining and explaining and explaining, I am telling you that there is no amount of explanation that will make you yield or reap a positive dividends out of the situation that you find yourself in. But when you keep your head focused and locked in prayers, as how people keep on gossiping, sabotaging you, fighting you, then you keep your mouth mute and keep your head locked in prayers. I am telling you that humans can never fight the true spirit of God. Heaven and earth will attest to this fact that there is no prominent, powerful man on earth who became victorious by talking, by making too much talks. All the powerful men in this world, these people don't talk much. They observe the law of silence and allow time to take its course. Be rest assured and be remindful. Remind yourself that once you want to move your life a step ahead, once you want to advance your territory and advance your kingdom, once you want to be met on the table of success, there are people who will serve as an obstacle. There are people who stand on the way to fight you. And it's a must. There is no prominent person here on earth who had not encountered this type of a situation. So in this year 2025, when such situations come on your way, don't explain yourself to anybody. We are people that the society has once pointed their left finger at us. They have once spoken ill of us. They have once spat on our face with a very dirty saliva. But in spite of all this, we kept our mouth mute and kept our head locked in prayers. We were focused and we never gave up. We became obsessed with success. We became optimistic about the future. And this is how far the Lord has been able to bring us. Don't forget, the Bible says, the Lord will prepare a table before you and your enemy. The Spirit of God will prepare a table before you and your enemy. And there is no tongue that will rise up against you in judgment that will not be condemned. When you read Isaiah 54 verse number 17, it says there is no tongue. All the tongue, the satanic tongue, the witchcraft tongue, the sorcery tongue, all people who perform in an enchantment, a satanic invocations, pronouncement, decree, evil mantra against you, evil maledictions against you, shall be condemned into judgment, because you have the true God, you have the true Spirit, and our God is a righteous one. The God that we serve is a righteous one. So this year, get yourself prepared and get it in here that you're not going to talk much. You're not going to say much. Say less and do greater works. Do greater exploits. Do things that let your actions speak louder than your words. And by observing the law of silence, I can attest to this fact that you go far in life. When you observe the law of silence, you will go far in life. No matter what people will say. We have heard it all. What exactly that we haven't heard? We have heard it. Once they label us as an occultic people, when they threw that stone onto us, when they threw that shade by labeling false accusation that we are occultic men, we drink blood, we accepted it in good faith and became silent. We allow time and seasons to take its course. All these men and women who sat at the comfort of their zone and began to throw this shade on us. Today, majority, over 90% of these people are nowhere to be found. Within a twinkle of an eye, they have all lost. They are nowhere to be found. So you see, imagine if I was to be wasting my time to respond to these people who are nowhere to be found. You could see very clearly that I have wasted a lot of time, a precious one as such. These and many more are the reasons why I keep on telling you not to respond to certain people. There are people, no matter what they say, observe the law of silence. This year is going to be a great seismic shift because we are in a dragon season and the dragon moves along with what we call fire. So you see how, just picture, have a view, just envision this year and see how this year will be. So you have no time. The only time you have is to focus on your life by making it a point that you will create a multiple streams of income and make something out of it. You don't give ears to anything that doesn't contribute to your life. If they don't believe in your dream, you let them go. If they don't believe in you, let them go. You see, as a matter of fact, you can't compel people to believe in you. You can't authenticate yourself to people for them to believe in you. People are such creatures in such a way that they can choose to believe in whatever that they believe in. And it's not you that you do anything for them to for them to believe in you. No, and it's not you. You cannot do anything for people to believe in you. People will choose to believe whomever they think they believe. So you see, don't waste much time responding to these people who are aimless, who don't have dreams, who don't perspire anything in life. They are not going anywhere in life. There are people, their life have been paralyzed. They are stuck at one point. They have become paragon of failure as compared to the age they are and compared to the wealth they have created. You could see clearly that it doesn't tell you. There are people who are over 60 years, 50 years. At their level of age, they can't boast of even just a touch of a dollar or whatever. But yet these people still sit at the comfort of their zone and begin to criticize and attack people. A revered personality in a society who is working hard, who never sleeps at night, who has taken his job and life very serious. These people will sit themselves down and tear you apart with their tongue. Such people in this year, you don't have time for them. Have time for your success. Have time for yourself. You don't sadly or you don't need anybody. The only person you need in this year are people who can affect your life with a good thing. Somebody who can affect your life with a good tiding. You don't need anybody who will come into your life and cause you pain. There are people you waste your time, your energy, your hard-earned currency, your time and everything to support these people. And in the end, they will fight you. They will say things to mock you. I have seen people countless of times who threw their heads in tears. They bowed down their heads in tears. They wept and complained bitterly. Why? Because they thought that the very people they stood in for in times of troubles, these people will also be there for them. So this year, we are going by two laws. By allowing time to take its course in your life. When they tell you that you are a prostitute as a woman, just keep your mouth silent. Allow time to be the judge. When they tell you you are a thief, you are a criminal, whoever they tell you you are, when they tell you you are a false prophet, you are a false apostle, you are a false teacher, you are false so and so, when they tell you you are a bunch of failure, whatever they describes you with, all the negativity in the world, they can decide to ascribe you to all the negative things in the world. Just keep it cool and keep your mouth mute and allow time to be the judge. And when time decides to judge these people, you will be amazed how these people who thought they were stubborn in spirit, they knew everything. Who are thou? If you misbehave, they will bring you down. I'm telling you that time, season, and the law of silence will humble these people in life. When those who decided to throw stone at me, these people forgot they were living in a glass house. And there is a saying that when you live in a glass house, don't throw stone. But they forgot themselves and began to throw these stones at me. They thought they were harming me. Today they have gone on the street and they have seen, felt, and tasted life on a different side. People whom I took to myself that they should relax, I will sweat, suffer, and make sure I put food in their mouth. People whom the devil was pounding on them. People who became a prey unto their enemies. I went in there. Some of these people, I was able to liberate them, fought for them through fasting and prayers. I fasted whilst they were not even my family member. They were not my friends. They only came to me for help. And as a man of God, I took to myself to fast, to intercede on the behalf of these people, only for these people to get their freedom. And they turned back and told me that, who are you? You are nobody. When they said that to me, at the early beginnings of whatever they said, I was totally pissed off. I was in pain. But in the latter part, when I was able to become matured and have that mindset to be able to synthesize complex issues, I realized that there is no need for me to worry myself concerning the things that people tells me. I have to allow time to be the only judge in the life of everybody. And all these people, they go out there and they hit their heads on the wall. And when they bounce back, I tell them that time, they say, it waits for no man. Yes. So this year, I've taken to myself, you are free to tell me whatever you feel like. If you want to insult me, if you want to give me a compliment, whatever you want to do to me, I've solely dedicated my life to whatever, and I've opened my door. Come in with whatever you want to come in. But you see, my life is in my hands. I choose to do with whatever that I want. It is me to stand vulnerable and allow your filthy words or negative words to get closer to me. When I don't give room for that, there is no way that you can hurt me with whatever you think you are telling me. This year, you have to progress. You have to step ahead a bit. You have to go far. You need God to expand your territories and to become big in life. You need to, inculcate in your heart that this year, no matter what, I'll make it. You make it on the good path. You're not going to steal anybody. You're not going to kill anybody for money. You're not going to do any negativity for money. But whatever good cause, if it takes for you to double your hustle hard. If you're a young, talented, beautiful woman, if you're a young, handsome man, double your hustle, double your sweat, and work hard. And when you work hard and keep your hearts clean, act very smart, you become successful this year. Forget people. I don't want to see you at any social media site. I don't want to see you on any table. I don't want to see you anywhere exchanging words with people. I don't want to see you on any table, among the table of men or wherever. If there should be something that you should exchange word for, it should be concerning the progress of your life. It should be concerning the progress of your destiny. It shouldn't be in a situation where you exchange words with people in a form of fighting. Please, this year, you are too gentle. You're too handsome. You're too beautiful for people to stand you and exchange words with you. Be a little more diplomatic, more intellectual, and stay away from people who will bring stains to your cloth. There are some people you don't need them. Yes, if they don't need you, don't need them either. So keep yourself clean and keep your white cloth as clean as you can and work hard. And I believe that you will make it. Don't forget to be rooted in prayers, to be rooted in fasting, irrespective of the spiritual benefit that we get from fasting and prayers. On the physical terrain, there are health benefits that we actually reap out of fasting and then prayers. So commit yourself in prayers and keep your head straight. Don't waste so much time on unnecessary things that will not yield a positive dividend unto yourself. This year, you have God. You have God. Listen, this year you have God. And as such, God, the next thing that should be your priority is your job. Take your job very serious. Neglect everybody, because people you think will be there when you go into situation, sometimes people can just go about wandering like a wandering duke of the air by making false claims that they love you. But in times of difficulty, when you try and test the love that they said they love you with, it is there that you realize that they actually said it with their mouth. They never really meant it. Because what kind of a love do you have for me that you can't stand in and intercede on my behalf? What kind of a love that you say you love me with that you can't stand in and fight for me when people are sabotaging me in my absence? When people want to circumvent me, bring me down in my absence, and you keep your mouth mute and you can't fight for me? What kind of a love do you think you uttered with your mouth? So you see, a faith that has not been tested can never be trusted. So when they keep on telling you that they love you, only test their faith, test their level of obedience. And this is where you find out the reality behind whatever words they keep on charming you with. So you see, this year, neglect everybody. I said neglect everybody. Neglect everybody. Make God the center of everything. After God, it is your job. Go to job. When you close, come home peacefully. Don't go and fight at the workplace. Whatever they tell you at the workplace, this year I actually want you to turn on a new leaf by observing the law of silence. Let people say, indeed, you have changed. This time around, you don't talk much. You are always silent. This is how I want people to see you. The boiling water has never taken anybody away. It is only the silent one, the one that is on a stream, that takes people. When it floods, it takes people away. But the one that is on a pot, boiling, making a lot of noise, it is not anything to be feared. So you see, this year change and turn on a new leaf. I want you to become gentle. I love the way you are. You are too gentle, but increase it. Don't act based on hearsay. Don't be influenced negatively. If you can read a lot of books. Be attached to people who have upper hand, who can stretch forth their hands and come to your aid when you are in need. Add up and subtract up. Those that cannot help, you subtract them. Those who can help, you add them. So you see, this year, it's a dragon year. So let your life, your destiny, take on a new shape, a new dimension. This is what I want you to understand. Let your life, your destiny, take on a new shape and a new dimension. Face another hemisphere, a new dimensions in life. Don't allow yourself to be easily predicted by humans. Talk when there is a need for it, and become silent when there is a need for it. Thank you very much. Pick the number on your screen and let us to be. If you want us to be friends, you can take the number on your screen and send me a message. I will gladly respond to you. Remember, this year, God should be your priority. God should play a center and a central role in your life. After God, it is your job. God bless you and bless you so much. Don't forget yourself. Observe the law of silence and allow time, no matter how and the level at which they go, to provoke you. Give time the chance to take its course. 2025, it's your year. It's our year. It is your year. It is my year. It's our year. So don't forget that God still works. And He will work tremendous things, amazing things, miraculous things in your life. Believe it and accept it. And allow all this to take its course in your life. And you shall become successful. A blessed evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're watching. Peace unto you and everybody.